Hi, this is Ed Harrow from the Hopkinton Open Space Preservation Commission giving you a little update while I'm being entertained outside by some squirrel that's trying to figure out how to get into the bird feeder that my grandfather made out of an old acid bottle. And he's hanging on by his back legs, trying to maneuver around the pie plate that's on top. And son of a gun, he has done it. And now because I'm doing this, I can't turn the dog loose on him. But anyway, how he's managing to hang on, I do not know. I should turn this around so you all can watch. But anyway, we had our monthly meeting this week, and our first thing was an executive session where we talked about some properties. Nothing coming to pass anytime soon, but these are properties on either side of Lake Whitehall. We had a public forum for people to come in and publicly comment, but none of you came in and publicly commented, so we didn't have anything. We had to approve an appraisal invoice because the invoice came in like $150 higher than the quote, and we did that. Then we've had an issue of encroachments, and we've had discussions about how to deal with it, and we were going to try and run something through and get it on this upcoming town meeting, but we decided we just didn't have enough time to put thought into it. So we're starting now to have some deep thinking into how we go about the process of advising people that they are encroaching on our property, and then what we do when we advise them and they continue to encroach, etc. It can be incredibly frustrating with some people who are convinced that, no, this is our property, but yet, we say, fine, then, hire a surveyor and do a survey and see if it comes out different from ours, and we'll talk. But, typically they don't do that. Then we took a site walk of property that was being offered to us from Elmwood Farm. And for those who know, it's off of Blueberry. And I don't know, I think, you can see the part that's kind of outlined there in green, and then there's some in kind of red. So the green is the entirety of the parcel that they're going to offer. And that's because it's so wet that they just realized that it's not practical to do anything these days. And the part that's in red is wetland, and it's all old farmland, trees that are probably, maybe 50 years old, a lot of sweet pepper bush, some high bush blueberries, another plant that I should remember, but I don't. But Kim, our conservation agent, was quite pleased to see it. She and Anna came along. Kim and Anna organized the walk. They did an excellent job. And while I'm on the topic, we had one neighbor driving by and had a significant conversation that Kim had with her, explaining what was going on. And then a neighbor came over and Kim had another long talk with her, again explaining what was going on. We are extraordinarily fortunate, we the town, to have Kim and Anna working for us and being the front door of the Conservation Commission. They did a nice job, and everybody went away informed and happy. The only thing that I saw on the sidewalk, there were two things. One was there's going to be a drain put through it, and I really wish that where that drain was going to go had been better marked. And then the other thing, because it was an old farm area, we found remnants, ironwork remnants of old farm equipment buried under a ton of leaves and debris and stuff like that. Nancy Peters, one of the members of Open Space, spied that. So that was a pretty cool thing to find. And we voted to accept that land as a gift to Open Space at our meeting. Then our next thing was invasives. Oh, I want to point out that this area that we walked if there were invasives there, we didn't see any. It was very, very pristine compared to some of the other parcels that have been bequeathed to us that have lots of invasives. So then we talked about invasives, predominantly the Whitehall Conservation Area, which is by Lake Whitehall, and Turkey Ridge, which is between Cedar Street, Route 85, and Cedar Street Extension. And there's a significant infestation of knotweed there, and we need to get our ducks in a row to get those areas being worked on by whomever we get to do the job. And we had a discussion about revolving budget, but our opinion is we don't have a revolving budget, so we we took care of that. And then the last thing was updates from liaisons. And so Jane Moran is our liaison from the planning board, and there's nothing happening there of interest to us. And I'm the liaison from Conservation Commission, and I had nothing to report. And Muriel Kramer is our liaison from the select board, and there was nothing new to report from there. And that was our meeting. So thank you for your interest. And again, we typically meet the first Thursday of every month, and we have a public forum place, and you are more than welcome to come in and share your thoughts and comments and hope for open space. And sometimes we have a party, and sometimes we have a birthday cake, we maybe have an anniversary cake, or maybe they're desperate and I bring my Irish soda bread, but we sometimes have something to munch on. And with that note, I will see you next month. Bye-bye.